Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from OddsJam back with you today to do some plus EV betting. Not a lot out there on this Sunday, but we'll go ahead and take a look, see if we can see anything. I was just looking a little bit ago here in Illinois, did not see a whole lot out there. So we'll take a look. We'll see if there's anything in any of the other states, and we can go from there. So it looks like just starting out here, Mavs first half -0.5 has a little bit of value on BetMGM and Borgata. It looks like Manhattan Fairfield on BetMGM under 140.5. We can take a look at that game and see what Kenny makes it. He makes it about 142. So somewhere around that number. Michigan, Illinois over 140.5. Take a look at that total and see if there's anything in the way of value there. Looks like 139.5. So again, pretty close. Might be worth looking at. I'm not able to bet on Illinois games, so can't place that bet. Montana +1 against Montana State. See that game. Looks like Montana State -2. Looks like Montana is at home. Think that's a pretty good bet there. If you can bet that on WinBet, Montana +1, 17-cent difference there in the market with. Definitely a lot of value here on Montana +1 on WinBet. Again, another sports book that I do not have. Showing you the importance of why you need multiple sports books in order to be successful and be a profitable sports bettor. If you're unsure what books those are, you can click those links below in the description. Looks like we're getting down to some lower expected value here. We'll refresh this page. Michigan, Illinois over 144 has some value. Over 143, over 140.5 has a ton of value. This would be one I would definitely bet here. 28 cents difference or 28-cent difference in the market with, but some pretty good expected value there. Again, not a game I can bet even if I wanted to, which I could on Barstool if I was not located in Illinois. So unfortunately, cannot bet that one. Continuing to look here. Probably going to be a pretty short stream. Should have gotten on here earlier this morning to see what value was out there, but did not get around to it. So just wanted to hop on here briefly, see if there was anything out there that was available. Let's see. Not seeing anything here. Looks like the Ducks today, a little bit of value here, 28-cent difference in that market with there against the Islanders, right around 3%. FanDuel Superbook. Let's go ahead and head back over here to Illinois, see if there is anything else that's out there. Looks like the Ducks. Don't usually play much personally above +200. Just kind of my own personal opinion there, or my own personal doing. Temple -2 against Tulane. Some lower expected value there. Take a look at this and see. Looks like Temple's at home. We'll go ahead and play that for just a little bit. Again, we always bet smaller amounts on these streams that I do to show you that you can be profitable, which while we're waiting on that to load, we'll just show you $195 profit since doing these streams, betting 1 to 2 plays a day. Yesterday, I think we bet 3. We went 3-0. We've actually won now 5 straight after having lost 4 straight. So getting hot at the right time. Again, betting much smaller amounts, showing you that you can, in fact, be profitable with OddsJam betting smaller amounts. So Temple -2. Let's see if we can find that. Temple -2, -110. 19-cent difference there in the market with. Again, smaller expected value, but we'll place it anyway so that we can at least place a bet on the live stream, add it to our bet tracker, and show you that this can work and you can be successful. We'll refresh the page again. Still have Michigan game. Can't bet that. Maryland money line. Don't have this Caesars, but Maryland on the money line. 26-cent difference there in the market with. So a little bit outside the range, but maybe worth a shot. Maryland is at home, home dog there in that particular game. Yeah, that pretty well seems to be it. We can take a look and see what boosts FanDuel has out there today. I was looking at this one earlier. Ohio State, Indiana, and Penn State all to win. That's somewhat intriguing there. Not really a fan of Ohio State and Indiana being on the road. But nonetheless, this is a pretty solid bet for that particular odds boost. We can see if DraftKings has anything. Doesn't look like there's anything out there for DraftKings. Looking at some of these live games, just take a look here and see. Looks like Georgetown catching 16.5. Kind of like Georgetown a little bit, plus 11 prior to the start of the game. I mean, this team has not won a conference game. I really thought you'd get a better performance out of them last home game of the year. Chance to go winless in the Big East. Georgetown here definitely underperforming, I would say, to say the least. We'll take a look at some of these other college games. Don't really like much personally today. We obviously bet Temple. Memphis -8, maybe worth a look. Not really sure if there's any value in that game. I would say that there probably is not. Only trouble here is this Memphis line could be a little bit inflated. Memphis has been rolling. Well, actually, looks like a little bit of value, -117. And you can get -110 on DraftKings. So what was that? -117 plus 100. We can check this out. We can see if there's any value. I'm assuming there's not. So fair odds -107. Fair odds or at least the odds that it would be after you remove the juice. So you'd be picking up -110 when the odds should be -107. So not terrible. Memphis -8, maybe worth a look. Like I said, I do worry a little bit that this line could be slightly inflated just based on the way that Memphis has been playing recently. The other game I was looking at was George Mason, -10. Looks like OddsJam perfect line -114, -110. So again, not going to be any value there when you remove the juice on that particular game. We already bet Temple. Ohio State, Maryland, no interest. East Tennessee State, UNC, Greensboro. Kind of lean to Greensboro here a little bit. Just a total field play there. East Tennessee State has been a team that has been fairly solid these last couple of years. I mean, Greensboro too, for that matter. Both of these teams usually battle it out and are in the SoCon Championship. Not sure that is going to be the case this year. Looks like the OddsJam perfect line -106. You can pick up -105 on PointsBet. So no real value there after you remove the juice. So let's take one last look here and see. Looks like Georgetown plus 18.5 is plus EV. Let's go ahead and just see if we can get logged in. And if we can, we'll bet that. We'll try to bet a live bet on the stream. I was already, like I said, looking at them. Plus 18.5 minus 104 and plus 18.5 minus 104, getting almost 6%. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw 15 on that. We'll place that bet. So we're picking up a better number than what we were just a couple of minutes ago there on DraftKings if we would have chose to bet it. So we bet that. We can add that to our bet tracker. We bet 15 on that one. Under 6.5 in the Hurricanes-Oilers game. We can just see if we can hit a live bet there. Under 6.5. Nope. Minus 115. Well, maybe it is. Nope. It looks like it's gone. Sixers over 228.5. We'll see if we can hit that. Over 227.5, minus 118. Let's refresh this again and see. Looks like 3.9%. I'm not sure what is going on there. Throw 20 on that. And we will go and add that to our bet tracker. Looks like we picked up 227.5 at the same price. Did we get minus 106? No, we did not. That's where we screwed up. All right. That was not a plus EV play. I should have went to the alternate line. So we screwed that up, but we're going to add that to our bet tracker, even though it was not a play. 228.5 minus 106. Let's see here. Yeah, we needed to go to alternate total points over 228.5 minus 106. Shoot. All right. No big deal. Now it's moved. Now it's minus 118. So hopefully that bet wins. Maybe we can get lucky. That was definitely a mistake. Should have looked more into that whenever we were doing it. Looks like there's still value on over 229.5 plus 106. We've already got that locked in though. So no reason to go back for more. Princeton minus 1 on Bet Rivers. I don't know if that will be the same as Barstool. I know it is the same provider, but it looks like they are not the same line. Georgetown now back to within 14, so that's exciting there. Hopefully they can stick around and hang around in that particular game. Live odds, $9 a day for those of you that are interested. You can see it's an absolute rush. A thrill to bet these games live and to do so with an edge. So we just placed a few of those bets. You can see on our bet tracker. We will have those plays here in just 1 second. So we've got Temple minus 2. We took Georgetown, and we took the over in the Sixers and Knicks game. So we'll see what happens there. I'm curious just to see what this total was pregame for this Knicks game. Let's see. Looks like it was 219.5. So, if you bet the over now, like we did, maybe you come back, you maybe wait for this line to get a little bit higher. Now it's 231.5. I've talked to several customers about kind of my philosophy with this. One thing I like to do is this if this line gets to, say, maybe 240, 241, I might come back on the under and try to hit a nice little middle there. So just another thing that you can do. Now it's 230.5. It just requires you to follow along and pay, close attention to this game, which I have no interest in watching the Knicks and the Sixers on a Sunday afternoon. So I will probably just let that play ride and let it play out. Looks like Connecticut now minus 15.5 has the value. So we already got plus 18.5 on Georgetown. So again, another chance there. Nice little 3-point middle. if you wanted to take a look at that. Looks like Edmonton plus 170 on the money line. I think they had a goal earlier that was taken off the board in that particular game. Looks like Sixers minus 10.5 has some value at plus 124. Alternate spreads, looks like they're locked now, so there's nothing we can do about that. Continue to refresh. Under 228.5 is now plus EV on DraftKings. So if we wanted to just get out of that bet altogether, we could come over here and do so. Again, these lines are constantly moving. You have to constantly be refreshing the page looking for what these lines are doing. So I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. I would assume that Alex will probably be back later on today. I will be back tomorrow to do some more plus EV betting. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, email me, Randall at OddsJam.com. DM me on Twitter at RandallKBets. And good luck with your bets this Sunday.